In this application, we will go over separating the feet left and right. But once you know how to do one side, you will be able to do both sides. Right? It gives you that ability to be left-sided and right-sided. All right, so in the first application, right, hands up on guard, or if you were looking at form, separating the feet comes out of high pat on horse. If we were in the high pat on horse position, and Dennis comes forward and punches, we would step to the side, lifting the arms up, and you'll notice that I deflect the punch off to the side with the side of my arm. And it's okay to have the opponent slide on you when they step in. So if we go back, you want to make sure you get the deflection, because that is the most important part of our movement. So we're in here, we come in, we slide, the opponent goes to the side. Now at this point, I have the option as to whether I would like to grab or not grab. So in the first one, I will not grab, I shift, and you will notice at this point, there's several targets that are just wide open for me to pick from. If I take the first obvious, it's to the groin, kicking right between the legs, I'm attacking in at a diagonal. Next obvious, staying low, is a kick to the knee. Now this kick is not a toe kick, it's a kick with the toes turned out like we do in other parts of the form, but with just a variation. We're still using separating the feet, and instead of using a toe kick, we use a kick with the heel, toes turned out. Right? We could kick back of the leg. We can kick with a crescent kick like we use in the form, coming in back of the kidneys. We could also come in with a toe kick, or the kick coming up toward the head. I'm not going to come all the way up because we're here. The kick can also, as we come off, come around to the inside, to the stomach, causing the opponent to want to bend over as you pull. The pull is very light right here. So if we just take one simple kick, if we do that again, we're up, hands on guard, we come in, slide, deflect, without even holding or grabbing, I come in and kick. Now I'm obviously not hurting the opponent because we want to cooperate with the opponent so we can learn how to do these without hurting each other, gaining a high level of control with the movement that we're working with at the time. All right? Now, you also have the ability, when they come in that same realm, but using two hands, right? We're going to, as the opponent comes in, we come in, we grab. And as you grab, the hand will slide, hooking onto the wrist, pulling the opponent off balance. Now when we pull off balance, right, we're right here again, you can see we're very close, and the toe kick has a number of targets to be able to choose from. Right? This time holding onto the wrist with the forefinger and thumb lightly, or with the hand lightly grabbing. But that is not mandatory. But when I can do that, I can pull this opponent right off of balance. If we come back one more time, with this opponent being very close, the hand will come in, sweep up. The hand comes in behind the head, right, and pushes to the side, bending the opponent over. And again, this leaves us this ability to use the outside crescent kick coming along the back of the kidneys and then sweeping right along the back of the head, right into the back of the neck. All using the kicking ability when we're doing this. Now, it works on the same side. So if I were on guard with the opponent, and in this case, Dennis will punch with his left hand as if he were just jabbing with the left. And he jabs, I step to the side, come feet together, and I'm back. This movement back to the same set of kicks that I have the ability to do, holding and controlling the opponent, getting out of the way by sidestepping, while at the same time deflecting the opponent, not meeting him with any force, and attacking multiple at one time. All right, so one more time with a left-sided punch, the hands coming in. You notice when the hands come up, they lift. It's just like form. They're going to lift, turn, grab, pull, upset the root. If I pull down enough, the foot will end up right in the opponent's face. So what we're going to do is lift the opponent, upset his root, we come up, pull down, kick straight up. This causes the opponent very much pain which is what you're looking for. All right? So, first, just using the kick. And that's just how to use the kick. Which kick you like to use really doesn't make any difference. The most important thing is the ability to understand that when the opponent comes in, that you're going to be able to deflect and to get out of the way. And it doesn't always have to be backwards. Meaning, I don't when an opponent comes in, if Dennis comes in, I don't have to go back all the time to block. I could do that as another one. Again, deflecting Dennis, up and out, I pull. Now you see the toe kick here easily goes into the floating ribs or into the armpit. Right? And again, the front of the leg or knee is exposed. A lot of times people think that Tai Chi always has to be reversing or going backwards. Remember that Guanping is an application form with the use of 45-degree angles. So to have that kick and to be able to sidestep, deflect, pull off to the side, now that same movement allows that kick with the right leg. If we go back, I come in straight back and my left foot is forward. I'm not upset by any of that, meaning it's not going to change my ability to do things. What I do is I pull. Now that gives me the ability to do my kick with my left leg. And it doesn't make any difference. You don't have to think about that. The object is to get used to doing it. Then what you do is you play around with it. Expand it. These aren't locked solid in concrete. Right? These are things that are meant to kind of open up your understanding of how to use a kick with relation to the hands circling up as you're doing your movement. All right? One last part of doing all of that is your ability to be able to chop. So if Dennis comes in using the same movement, we come in chop, right? We're deflecting. The right hand and right foot kick together. The right hand chop as the foot kicks. So just like form, we kick and chop together. Again, multiple attacks, and we never break the continuity of our movement. Our block and our strike, if Dennis starts to come in a little more, we do the continuity, boom, he runs right into it. His ability to escape this is very limited. Okay. Separating the feet.